This is Sweet John 33, and welcome back after a long time for some more Dominion. I think it's now season 48, and I'm playing in the C division against Johntgrizzz today. So, yeah, let's get to the match. Let's see the first kingdom. We have Way of the Mule, Workers Village, Destrier, Cavalry, Salvager. All of those seem very good. Salvager means there's enough trashing for rebuild to not be worth it. There's also Academy Cavalry. And Cavalry Way of the Mule. Let's see what I have three. Okay, I have Academy too. Okay, so I have 3-4, which means I can get like Silver Cavalry. And the faster I can get to Academy, the better. Do I want the silver? Do I just want a Harbinger? Probably just want the silver. And then it's now a choice between Salvager and Cavalry. Now, Salvager does hit 5 pretty well. Cavalry causes a shuffle with 3 coppers, 2 estates, and a silver. So if I draw the silver... I think probably Salvager's better. Maybe not. Let's go with Cavalry. We draw that, so we have 2 estates. We're going to have 2 and a Cavalry down there. Okay, that's fine. I could get a Harbinger. It seems pretty good with Cavalry. And silver doesn't seem so good anymore until, like, as soon as I hit 5. I think it's fine. I'm gonna take the horses and the Pearl Diver here. Seems better than a, yeah. We're just not gonna get that thin, that fast. So I'd rather not have another silver. Although I could be wrong there. If they have less money, that's, if they drew less money, that's actually better because they have better chances of hitting 5 this turn. I just didn't have that luxury. So, okay, this is sad. So unless we draw a horse here, we're not hitting 5 here either. And I need to get that Cavalry, or that Academy up and the Salvager up ASAP. Okay, yeah, right. They didn't draw their Cavalry either. So, okay, so they drew 4, which is, yeah. It's pretty awkward. You need to draw 2 of the 3, like, of estate, and Cavalry off that opening to hit 5. So probably it's not that great. But if you just, I don't know, if you draw Cavalry immediately, it's pretty dang good. And that's not unheard of. Probably want to get to copper on top is not bad. I probably just want to maximize my chances of seeing another horse. Yeah. I could take a Salvager knowing that there's a horse and a Cavalry and a Harbinger down there. And just pick up Academy next turn. That sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit Academy this turn. Harbinger draws. Probably it's pretty good to play the Salvager. And I do draw the cavalry, which is not ideal. But I can do this and take Academy Pearl Diver. And now we're just on for more Salvagers and Destriers, I think. And Cavalry. What's our payload? I feel like that's a pretty good question that we'll have to answer. So, yeah, I want to put that there. That can also go to the top, probably. Yeah. Because I just want to start the cavalry train going. Let's only play 2 of these. Take the cavalry. Okay, I drew the horse. That's nice. Play the horse. Take the cavalry. Play the Harbinger. We will top deck that. Take the Pearl Diver. And we're now like never won't for villagers anymore. We'll have plenty of those, so but we need to get Destriers fast, and that's gonna happen, I think. So we need to get. Here's what we're gonna do. This Harbinger's actually, I think, gonna come in handy here. But they're gonna get some Destriers this turn. I'm gonna play cavalry here. Play a Harbinger. I drew a cavalry, top deck a horse. Play a Pearl Diver. Sure. Okay. Let's play this Pearl Diver. I drew a copper. Okay. Well, probably going to keep that at the bottom. And then Salvager this cavalry. End actions go here. Play this. Grab this. Take 2 Destriers. It's not the best turn I could have had, but it's fine. We're going to start drawing really fast, so. But yeah, being able to once we start actually playing these cavalry, it's like it's going to be not so big of a deal. Oh, they trashed a Destrier. Now, I don't think I agree with that, but maybe their hand demanded it. So cavalry's out. So now I think I just want Well, I don't really. I mean, Workers Village is basically just a worse market square here. Salvager's probably better. But we just need to add payload now. And our payload could be salvaging destriers. Excuse me. Because there's not really a way to gain stuff. What are they doing? I don't know if I agree with what they're doing here, but it's okay. I want to well, yeah, let's put it on top. I will also take another salvager. Now that the cavalry stuff is gone, this is going to get a lot simpler. But yeah, I really like this Harbinger. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that we get to a point where we're just overdrawing and trashing destriers is just better than anything else. I mean, maybe it's Workers Village destrier for them. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's see. If I'm them, I don't know. We need to build our economy somehow. Salvager is. I think I have more cavalry. I think it's 5-4 on the cavalry. Destrier. Yeah, see? I think. Let's start by doing this. Harbinger. Draw Destrier. That's nice. Let's just draw. I think I'd rather draw than anything else. Destrier. That's a really nice draws. Pearl Diver. Keep that on bottom. 2, 3. We can't exactly do anything else other than trigger this. Put that on top. That's nice. Hope to get to our other salvager, basically. I mean, it feels pretty worth it to me to get that out of the deck, so we'll go ahead and do it. I feel like it might just be Province Destrier. Well, I don't know. I suppose muling is really not that inefficient. The question is are we building to double or something, and is that just going to happen naturally? I mean, I could just take Forge. I should think Forge is better. Forge and 2 destriers because Horse Pearl Diver makes a province, and 2 salvagers or destriers can be 4. So yeah, I actually think that's fine. Probably 2 destriers here for them. I mean, I have no horses in my deck, which is a pretty big bummer, but I think it's gonna have to do for now. I am lucky enough to draw the one I do have. Okay, well, I drew all of my stuff here, so that's fine. I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff, but what do I actually want to do? Well, yeah. I mean, I can take like. Like I don't. There's no payload to steal, right? So let's just trash these 5 and take the Destrier. And yeah, next turn, like we probably will want to salvage at least 1 Destrier. I mean, cavalry has to be enough to draw at this point. But the thing is that we want to get to where we're drawing without using our cavalries up, because then the Destriers won't cost as much. So they're not as good as salvager targets. Yeah, so that should be interesting. The other thing is we can just salvage like smaller stuff, but that's not as good. I think I have more Destriers though, or 1 less maybe. It's either 5-4 or 4-5. Gains a Destrier, 2 Destriers, it's 3, and then 4-5. Okay, so it's 5-4 on the cavalry, or it's 5-4 on the Destriers and then 4-5 on the cavalry. So I'm up Destriers, down cavalries. That's okay. That's fine with me. The other thing is probably this turn I don't care about. Probably this turn I just like salvage the forge. I mean, what's more valuable, a forge or a salvager? Probably a salvager with all these horses running around. Yeah, I think so. This turn for payload, I think I'll probably end up salvaging the forge, which is fine. I mean, I'll get to buy a province, and we really just need to figure out how to make some money and end this game. Which really isn't that easy, unless that we have like some obscene amount of mules that we can use. Then we'll just do that. But I got rid of a lot of copper there. Like I'm much thinner than them now. So okay, they're gonna start greening it. I would bet. I mean, with Forge and a couple rebuilds, you can like mill provinces really fast. But I don't know. Doesn't score as much, and you might as well just buy the green. I don't know. Province gold. Okay. That's something. Yeah, let's put that at the top. Put that at the bottom. Play the Harbinger. Let's put a Destrier on top. We're going to have a lot of overdraw now. Pearl Diver. Put another Destrier on top. Yes, please. Play a couple of these guys. And then now is the big question of what do we do? I could forge 2 cavalries into... I feel like I just salvage a forge, salvage a copper. Play the cavalries. I mean, having extra gains is probably good, but I need like economy rather than gains, so I don't know. Yeah, it's a little tough, but I think it's fine. I think I don't salvage the Destrier yet. I think we'll be fine with this amount of gains. Just trash this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Play this to draw 2, and then all 3 of these as mules. And we have 13, so we can buy like... Well, we could buy the rebuild, but I don't think we actually want the rebuild. I think we just buy like... Province and... Is it like Silver Pearl Diver? I mean, it could just be Workers Village. No, I think it's Silver Pearl Diver. And now we're just going to play aggressively. Knowing that they're going to have a lot harder time drawing. I mean, they still have, what, 9 cards worth, like... 9 cards that draw 18 cards, right? So... I think they're still drawing deck, right? So maybe my payload is just bad? I'm not sure. I think my payload will just grow because my number of horses will grow, right? So... Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe I should have already taken Duchy. I don't know. I think it should help, though, having those cards to salvage and stuff. To mule. But yeah, they're drawing, so that's not a problem. Now it's just playing the end game, which is... This is a pretty tough end game with Salvager involved. And I got rid of my forge, which would have been a huge advantage. Their second player, which is interesting, because it feels like they have the upper hand here. But again, I'm way thinner, which will help my payload grow more, even though theirs is better now. Also, like, probably better in the long game, right? So, yeah, that is nice. They get to double here. But I should be able to do something pretty good myself. Play the Destrier, play the Pearl Diver. Put that on bottom. Destrier. Play all those. Play this guy now. Play him now. Bottom. Let's... I don't think these really matter, right? Let's just play the... We want to keep a Pearl Diver. The problem is that they can triple this turn. Yeah, so I actually think I'm kind of screwed here if they draw, which they will, because they can like pretty easily take 3 provinces. So I like have to take just a bunch of duchies and maybe another salvager. That's pretty interesting. Sure, doesn't matter. Salvage. We need to salvage that. Salvage this. Play all these as mules. Okay. It's not as impressive as I thought. I think I've just been out payloaded here. I also think that triple duchy is the only way I have a chance. So we have to go with that. Yeah, well, like, in that case, let's see, 4 provinces. I mean, and then I can do like double ties. So I need to get double in an estate. So I'd need like to salvage a province, to forge a province. And double. That seems a lot. It seems pretty difficult either way, I would say. But yeah, I think I don't really know when they got ahead here, but it was just like all of a sudden I think it was probably the forge buy. I don't know. And just willing to be more aggressive with their salvagers was probably a big deal. But yeah, I think actually because if I had doubled that turn instead of taking the single province, I didn't really think that's taking about how taking one province was just gonna put me in a bad situation. Like I could have definitely worked around that and salvaged some other stuff, and so yeah, that's on me. I would say. Also, they just have so much draw. It's interesting. You'd think eventually they would run out of draw, but I don't think they will because I mean they have all those horses and stuff. So yeah, I think this one's just over, right? Now I have 3 duchies to draw, so it's not very likely. Apologies if that comes out on the mic. Yeah, I guess I just the forge was too slow for me to then salvage it into nothing. I needed to play more aggressive. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, they're going to have a lot of money here. They can take like province, duchy or something like that. Or just triple. Okay, yeah, I mean, what do I need? Single. I don't think I have enough gains, right? I think it's, 27. But they might dud, so we're gonna play on. I'm trying to take triple duchy again. Keep that on the bottom, that's for sure. Should have one more gesture coming up. Yep. That could be 4, 9, and then duchy, horse, so 12. That's only 12. So I think I do need to salvage one, salvage this gesture. Play these 4. It's 11, so if I just salvage here and then, well, let's play the horse instead because, yeah. Okay, and then I mule, and I need to get this by, so I do need to salvage this. Mule that, although that was just a waste of a villager, doesn't matter. Could not matter less. And I just need to take triple duchy and see if they dud. But it's pretty hard for them to dud because the same stop cards that they would need to have to dud involve having salvagers, and salvagers also get you to province. So it's really not likely, but they also just had so many coppers, you know what I mean? Yeah. Not a great hand from them, though, but yeah, Okay, good game. And I went first, so that's unfortunate, but I will have to win one going second if I want to make this an even match. So let's see if I can get one back here. Okay, what do we have here? Harvest Faithful Hound, of course. We have the owl. The only village is Farming Village, and there's also Wedding, Silk Road. There's no good trashing. I mean, the question is, like, is gear money just the best thing to do here without trashing? It's probably not, because you can still play a couple monuments and a turn. I don't know if I like monument off the start. I definitely want a gear. And then maybe a farming village. Could also be wedding. But that's probably bad. It's probably bad. Yeah, we want to be playing some monuments every turn. That's basically the goal of this deck. So we want a couple gears, a couple envoys, and then as many farming villages as possible. I feel like the monuments can wait. Because, like, we just need to hit 4, and as we add more gears, farming villages, and envoys, then, like, we're just going to hit 4. So, and then eventually we'll buy the monument. Now we'll be behind in points, but I think we'll get more villages, which will be so much better for us. See, like, we hit... we get to set 2 these aside, which is nice. Well, let's see. Probably should just be another gear, actually. Because we're about to... we'll trigger a shuffle with an envoy with no village. Let's go for another gear. And then this farming village is going to get us up to 4. Mm-hmm. So then we'll put a village here. And then we'll get an envoy. Our next 4 is envoy. Yeah, these are just gonna get set aside, right? And there's another village and gear down there, so take the envoy now. They took a faithful hound. Interesting. Interesting choice. Gear. Oh, let's just set aside like that. Take another farming village, another envoy. And then it's just farming villages. That's nice. Here we're not going to get to play our gear probably. Oh, they gave us the gear. There's not that much down there, right? So let's just... that's perfectly fine with me. I'm drawing fine. But I pretty much lose my ability to win the village split in any significant way. I think I will... I think I'm just ahead. But the question is... like, I just want to be able to play my max capacity of terminals. So 2 envoys, a gear, and 3 monuments. There's no way for them to get multiple, right? So I feel like envoy is just better. Not drawing the gear would be worse than... of course, another pair of gears is good, but I think just second envoy is good. This is not great. Lots of cards that could be picked up before our draw, but we have 2 chances, so I don't know. We're not going to pick up an estate. So of those 8 cards that are in there, 5 of them are copper, so I mean solid chance that we get one of the draw cards. And one of them's another village, right? So they got a farming village. Okay. Yeah, see, that's pretty likely. And then it's this choice again. And they should just discard the gear. But they're giving me the gear, which is a little bit weird to me. I'll just keep taking farming villages. And okay, that's good for us. Play this now. We have like all that we need, right? There's gonna be another envoy down there, so let's do this. Set those aside. Take another village. Really, like, our problem here is not having enough draw in our starting hand, so they just don't have enough draw, period. Yeah. Okay, so they get to their farming village here, which means we're going to just take a monument. Okay. Farming village. Envoy going to reveal... Yeah. That's... Yep. There actually wasn't that much junk down there. Two estates down there, so I can safely play this and then gear. Left an estate on top. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna cut off the video here because I got dinner. So I'll probably come back later and record more, but for now I don't think you guys want to hear me eat. So okay, and we're back. I finished my salad. It was delicious. Thanks, Mom. Very important to stay nutritiously balanced while you play Dominion. Get that brain food in. Let's see what we got going here. I have 2-5 on a kingdom where it looks frankly irrelevant because I don't think I actually want to play with like any of the any of the terminals. Like I think coin is not any good. I mean, it's maybe good just because Seer draws it and it's extra money on the next shuffle. Like I think seriously that's it. I don't really want to play Rabble. Well, is there any trashing? There's no trashing, so probably it is useful to play some Rabbles just to play some Rabbles. So why not? You know, it's not what I want, but I mean, opening Seer is great. And oh yeah, Seer's just about to rip through my deck, which is awesome. Hopefully it draws the coin or a copper. Either way. Market will be pretty good. Or Lost City. Probably just Market, honestly. Because they can start picking up like double Vassal or Vassal Conspirator. I mean, Vassals and Conspirators are the same thing. Oh, and we also... Interesting. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty perfect. Okay. I could just take another Seer too, but that probably delays the plus by a little too long. Maybe not. Well, probably it's fine. Why not? I say let's do it. It might just like call the coin randomly here. I don't know. I'd love to draw copper. And if I draw the Seer, I'm like pretty much guaranteed to draw copper, right? So unless I pick up, yeah, if I draw the Seer, so I'm 5/7 to hit 4. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Cool. And then actually the thing is though that Vassal might be slightly better for me immediately, but I don't know. I think Conspirator is good. Leaving a seer on top is fine, right? So in the case where Conspirator doesn't actually do anything, doesn't. Yeah, see, like in this case, it's actually, well, it would have been nice to draw the copper, but it's like fine because I can just take this and take out market. And now we're on for just like Conspirator Vassals. Same thing happens again. Maybe this isn't like, that wasn't so great, but we have the market now, which is great. Let's get another Conspirator. And then now we're just like on for markets and vassals and whatever we can get. Whatever we can get. That's great. It's really nice. We'll just top deck a bunch of stuff. Oh, I could have just top decked the seer. I'm kind of not thinking this out very much. Let's go market Vassal. Vassal's like just gonna be pretty much as good as Conspirator, so if I can get a market with it, plus buy is better than. I think these two combined are better than two of these. Maybe that's not quite true, but I don't know. I feel fairly ahead, but pretty much just because I have the plus buy and they don't. I suppose I need now more seers. Hopefully I can hit 9. Oh, that's great. Okay. Yeah, put that on top. Yeah. Okay, and we top deck a market. That's great. We're just gonna play this. Get me to the other market. Not quite. That's fine. Double seer or seer Conspirator. Definitely one seer. Or is it seer Rabble? Probably seer. Probably seer. I mean, it's just a little bit more reliability, but I think that's got to be good. There's always. I'd rather not start a hand without a seer in it anytime soon. Okay. Okay. Market. There we go. Got it. What do you have down there? It's just a bunch of coppers, right? And maybe some more Conspirators. 3 coppers and a Conspirator. And another seer. Yeah, I actually think I want to do this because I can pull the Conspirator while leaving a seer on top pretty consistently. So, okay. This could be market seer Vassal. But yeah, there's like a lot of there are a lot of junk cards in this deck, so I need more Conspirators. Actually, I probably should prioritize that over all. Next turn, play this. That's pretty bad turn. So we have 1 buy. Well, we could do 4, 6, 7, 8 if we call the coin. Let's just do that. Take 2 more conspirators. And I'm not super worried about it anymore because we're gonna get the coin down again soon, and hopefully never have to call it again until we have another dud like that. So they have a great turn here. Yeah, remember I said I didn't want to start a turn without a seer in hand? This is what happens. They have more conspirators, right? So that's why they're... Now I have 4, so... Yeah, taking the other 2 is probably pretty good. Like conspirator, seer, vassal, and then I'm in a really bad position. Or just seer. Or just province. I don't know. Market's pretty good. I mean, that's the thing. It's like... Rabble's kind of good, but you can't play it enough. Does it discard treasures? Actions and treasures. Yeah. It'll discard the copper, so... It's not worth it, huh? I think I went a little light on conspirators. Probably got markets when I didn't need to. And they have 6 to 4. Which, I mean, you can make it up pretty easily by just getting vassals. But vassals aren't quite as good. They're better off of the first seer, but they're worse after that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's good. We're going to top deck a seer here, like, for sure. We'll just go ahead and play it. Do the same thing. Play conspirator, play seer, play seer. Oh, I have both vassals. Oh, okay. That kind of changes things. Do I need this extra coin to buy, or can I just frog this? Let's see, what do I have? 21, 22, or 23? I mean, 23 is double province, 3 and a 4, or 22 is 3 and 3, which, like, what am I going to get on 3 or 4? There's 2 vassals, right? So, or just a 5. Well, yeah. It's basically what I want. 2 provinces and a seer. I probably need to up my payload, right? Yeah, it probably needs to be this. Well, yeah, right. We're gonna have. It needs to be like double province, double vassal. And that is a pretty bad hand. Okay. Well, it all depends on this vassal hit. And it does hit a seer. Play the seer. Okay. Draws in a state. Top deck some market. Okay. Play that. Conspirator. Nice. Here we go. Yep, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that again. I mean, the thing is that, like, well, they just dudded, so that obviously means it would have been less bad if I dudded, but yeah. Okay, well, we're stopping here. What's down there? Not good stuff, right? I mean, a copper and an estate and another vassal, probably, if I had to guess. 3, 4. No, it should be another vassal. It's the other market. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I need to draw this, right? That was a like pretty much guaranteed draw dead. Okay. Well, I get to this, which actually that makes sense. We're just gonna say that this is enough, even though my next hand probably sucks. I think like even given enough turns, it's not gonna be good enough for them. As soon as I draw like any of my seers, I'm fine. So they take the single on this. Let's play this. Yep. Okay, well, didn't do enough for me, but that's okay. Just take a duchy. What's up? Okay. And my conspirators will be turned on this turn, so but they'll need to score 20-ish points, 19 points, which is like more than they have buys. So yeah, this should be pretty solidly won here. They even tried to give it to me by taking the province, and then I couldn't match. So, I mean, one of those situations where what else are they really going to do? They're losing if I take another province anyway, so that's why I think they took it. But yeah, this should be winning, so let's not drag this out. Okay. All right, that was game 3. And it's now 1.5 to 1.5. So we're tied, but they get 2 starts. So I still need to try and make up a game here somewhere. Let's see if this one can be it. That looks good. Looks pretty good. Crossroads Wharf. Seems like a pretty solid opening to me. Delay trashing a bit, but it should be fine. But like, I take the Crossroads because one, it's just a good card in the deck initially, especially with Wharf duration draw. But what is this one about? Camel Train, Swindler. Swindler could be tough. It's about dominate, right? And then just maybe a Camel Train to help pick up pieces. Take the Wharf. That'll probably make them take the Swindler, although Camel Train is like pretty solid already. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a bummer to not have the Crossroads in this hand, but oh well. Okay, that's pretty bad actually. Because we're not going to draw like any money here. Yeah, we're going to draw that much and not want another Crossroads. Hopefully we draw. Well, we can maybe draw our Crossroads this turn. Otherwise, we'll probably take a Priest. Or just a Minstrel. I mean, Minstrel kind of de-synergizes with Crossroads, but they're going to do that. No, I probably want the Minstrel, I would think. That's a good draw. As long as they don't swindle my Wharf, which is, upcoming. Trashes my Minstrel, but Potions, yeah, Potions there. Okay. That's pretty bad. I'm going to get swindled pretty hard here. I think. I need to get a Priest. I mean, yeah, it's like 2 out of 8. That something like that would happen. Like, I don't know. But stuff like that happens. So let's go ahead and take a Priest now because we have the Wharf. Hopefully we can draw our Priest this turn. Top deck's a Swindler. Trashes a Copper. That's nice. Get me to that Priest, please. Thank you. And we're just going to take Wandering Minstrel. I mean, I don't know. We just need to get to a playable deck. They don't have a priest, so I feel like, and they need a crossroads. Oh, they have a crossroads. That's nice. Now I probably would take another crossroads in my deck. Ooh, that's a really good draw. That's a really, really good draw. What's worse in my deck? Probably the curse, right? I mean, it can't really get worse than that. Is Golem worth it now that I have this potion in my deck? I don't think so. Not right now, at least. Not right now. Worf's gonna draw next turn. I don't have a minstrel, right? So probably minstrel's good, or the right thing at least. I think maybe I did get another minstrel. They have that many? Okay, I do have one down there. So I probably could have taken a priest, but I don't think I'm gonna really regret it. Yeah. Forgot about that. Well, that's pretty bad. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah. It's gonna happen. And I just can't really do much about it because I can't play my deck. So I could have gotten out of this beginning phase, but apparently I'm not getting out of there. So they have 4 minstrels now. Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. Damn. Yeah. This game's pretty much over. But let's take a camel train because we need to, like, I don't know. Treasure the potion. Hey, that's nice. Get that off the top of my deck. Okay, top decks of Wharf gets a camel train. So we'll camel train. We have 1 minstrel left. Let's take 2 priests and then a golem, hopefully. No, that's not going to work. Let's take 2 minstrels. Or at least attempt to take 2 minstrels. That's right, there is another one down here. I can't afford them, so that's nice. That's pretty cool. I think, sure, another crossroads is fine. But yeah, this is just bad, so. Oh well. There's not much I can do about this. Like, all of my economy's gone. 3 swindler plays. Oh, brother. I do have a 4th copper. Hey, that's nice. Well, I suppose I'll just take all these so that they can get trashed back into other stuff. That'll be nice. 2 potions in hand, which means my good cards are in the deck. That's nice. They're gonna get to draw. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do there. I can't. I feel like I can't. Like, the wharf paid off is the thing. It's really just that my first 4 got swindled immediately, and then like my next 3 4s got swindled, and now I have no money in my deck. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and resign. Okay. Yeah, too much. Too much for me. That's 2.5 to 1.5. Let's see if I can get these last two, though. I think I can. I think I can do it. I trust. I believe. Okay, we have, what do we have here? I wish that copper would go away. I'm going to refresh because I don't see it going away anytime soon. Okay. What do we want here? Do we have good develop stuff to do? Not really. There's like Desperation Farmland. Makes a really fast provincing deck for a little bit, but I don't know. I think, okay. Other than that, it's kind of low on gains. And draw. Well, the Pixies pile, probably, right? I mean, Pixies, like, definitely worth it. I don't think any of the 5s are worth desperationing for. I could be wrong. I mean, Talisman is a source of gains that might well be needed. But I don't know. I think the thing is that Farmland is, like, with Desperation is pretty good, but with the goat around, you're going to get thin really fast. And, like, Rogue trashes Farmlands. So I feel like, and the Pixie stack runs, so I feel like a Rogue thing works. That said, I don't, let's see, what is it? Trash is one of them. I choose, right? So I can trash the other one and discard the Village Green, which is nice. Defense against Rogue. The question is whether we get Talisman. I feel like can always develop it later if we get a develop. I mean, develop is like your only source of gains. So I feel like you kind of have to get it. I don't know. Don't know. Oasis, yeah. That's fine. Oasis Village Green is kind of a thing. But it doesn't draw. I think I'm going to go for Talisman just because, like, getting a lot of Pixies sounds actually pretty good. Like, a lot of Pixies. Well, I want my Pixies for gains, but I would also really like to draw around to this goat more often. Yeah, second Talisman is not going to pay off. There's just no way. And decent chance to find, 1/3 chance to find the goat. That's pretty nice. Trash. Do I just want... Well, I do want a develop, I feel like. And then I want more Pixies. More Pixies. Just a little bit more thinning will help. No, I don't care about that. That should be pretty good. Well, let's see. Did I want any other 3s from this estate? Probably want to see if I can. I'm just going to do this. Thanks. Eventually we'll get Mountain's Gift. That'll be our econ. The cities will come when they come. Oh, they get Mountain's Gifts. That's not great. We're coming up on, well, Yeah. That's pretty nice. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. No, don't really care about that one. Develop this into city. Oasis. Take a pixie. I'm pretty thin. I have this develop. I mean, it's something. It's gains, right? It gains things. Yeah, I can develop the Oasis later, which is nice. Are they going to take the Pixie? They're just going to take the city. Okay. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay. Actually, yeah, I can develop the Oasis this turn. Let's see. So I do want to be able to buy a city this turn. Let me do it like this, and then develop Oasis into Village Green Pixie. That's pretty nice, although now it doesn't really mean much. I think we'll just keep. That was gonna come up. 1, 2, 3, and then I can't buy city. Well, I can desperation for a city, right? So let's trash Village Green. Last card is what? Probably another Pixie. Just take it next turn. Don't discard for this one. Trash this and desperation for a city. And now we're fine, I think. I think we're doing all right. We have a gold. That's pretty good. They have more cities, but so be it. They're just gaining more cities. Sure, right? They're gonna be able to do that. Not much I can do there. Pixie, anything gain wise? No. That's okay. I can. Take 2 cities here. They just don't have any source of gains except for their pixies. So I also could farmland into a city, which gets rid of the develop. Well, I can do it without getting rid of the develop, right? I can farmland something else. But would I rather have a goat or develop? Kind of feel like I'd rather have the develop, but no, I think the goat's got to be better. We have the pixies for extra gains. So we're just going to buy farmland, develop that into a city. Now it's 3 to 4 on cities. But I have a small points lead. And more gains. And I feel like that's going to be a big deal. Like, unless they pull the forest gift here, which they could. I have 2 pixies and they have none. Okay, so they can't. So they're stuck to 1 gain for like the rest of the game. Which means all I have to do is like not touch more cities. And I'll be fine, I think. They're gonna get. Are they gonna get a province? Or are they gonna take that back and farmland into a city? You know, I don't know. What are they gonna do? Let's just do that. I don't suppose it matters too much. This is pretty good. Yeah, but does it actually do anything for me this turn? I think I go into the rogue stuff, right? So yeah, let's trash, and then let's pixie. That's pretty good. What can I get? Develop and a 4. I already have a 4 actually. But then that risks leaving that on the bottom, but I still think I like it, but it's a 50-50. And we get there. That's pretty nice, actually. We trash this for city and a 3 on top. So Oasis. And then we do goat away a copper. Desperation for double rogue. And buys. Now we're just going to attack them. We're going to shred their deck because they can't actually like it takes them not until turn 11 could they have multiple gains unless they spend a whole turn buying a develop here. So they also dud. So that's great for me. Yeah. This should be good. I mean, I think just develop shenanigans like art with lots of pixies and saving your pixies for when they give you gains is pretty big. I also got the 50-50 there, which was really nice. So there's a lot of stuff going right for me this game. But I think also like I didn't necessarily like them getting an Oasis over pixies early. I think I have had way more pixies than they did. They're desperationing for a province. Well, that is fine and dandy. Okay. Wow. Well, not a great turn for us. Well, we could just do this and farmland in a province. Or we can not do that and get our deck under control so we can play all these rogues. Probably better to do that. Okay. Gotcha. Right. There's going to be lots of cards in the trash. Okay. So we have to gain all these before we... Okay. Maybe this rogue plan wasn't so good. I'm going to take the city. And if they want to take a turn to get that city out and help me out, that's fine by that. Fine by me. My draw, yeah, I mean, draws aren't working out that well. I did kind of forget about the rogue thing, though, which is interesting. But are they going to take the city? They probably should, even though it gives me a ton of money. Is there anything I want in there? I probably do want the Oasis in there. Sure. Um, well, if I'm going to gain the develop, yeah, the rogues don't seem very good. Villain's probably better. I'll gain. I'm gonna gain the talisman. And then am I just gonna develop it into villain oasis? I probably can't, right? Because they have 6 buys now and desperation, so they can just win on curses. So I need to score here. I can take 2 farmlands, 2 provinces. But does that just give them a win? That's 12. That's a lot of points. I can even do that gaining a duchy. Even though that's sad. I kind of think that's what I need to do, like max scoring of points. And then go buy farmland. Buy farmland. And buys, hope we draw 2 cities. Okay, there we go. That's fine by me. We're not going to draw so well this turn. That's okay. Oh, really? So they must have dudded. Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I just had extra gains there. That's pretty much it. Last game. It's, what is it? 2.5 to 2.5? So, yeah, let's see. This looks like a fairly first player advantage board. Have to say. Could scout and get a lighthouse. That seems bad. What is this about? Jeez. Lots of stuff going on here. Looking like menagerie mix. Double stockpiles to open. I'm pretty sure. Are there any discarding shenanigans? I don't think so. We don't have draw other than hostelry. That said, we have really good payload in Grand Market and Grave Robber. And Crown. Just got to be taking stockpiles. That's possible, but I can hit 5 twice. I think I'd rather just have another stockpile. Oh, and we get this. Which is pretty nice. Like, that would be great if they could scout, but they can't. So this is Sanctuary Scout, I think. really don't think it matters, but now if we leave these on top, we can discard them all, so that we have exactly one there next time. Sanctuary then misses, though, which is a little bit concerning. It's draws an estate also. Well, it's 4 coppers down there. It's either that I take my 2 stockpiles back and then waste a turn now, or I don't get my stockpiles back, but maybe play my sanctuary. So I think I just take the stockpiles back, because, like, it has to be better. I don't know. It has to be better. Now I could scout here. There, we have the same amount of stockpiles. Or I could get a village green. Or I could just take out their stockpile. Definitely feel like I need to scout. And we do drop a stockpile, but that's fine. That's going to be A-okay for us. Did I discard an estate? That was silly of me. Okay. Oh, well. It's pretty bad. That means I'm, like, making 1 coin less for, like, a long time now. Oh, well. We should be able to get a 5 at a... which probably will be a crown. Crown stockpile is pretty good. And crown, if I crown the sanctuary, that's good too. And yeah. So the next 5 will probably be crown, because it's pretty much good with anything it lines up with. But also, let's see, there are only 2 stockpiles left, so I might... Oh. Now there are only 2 stockpiles left. Well, this kind of looks like take 2 stockpiles and scout. Or it looks like stockpile and 5. I mean, I think that they did scout, right? They didn't actually scout. I think it's just 1 stockpile and a 5. Although there's like, that's not a very good hand, right? Yeah, it's pretty garbage, because I left the freaking estate there from last time. Really clean plays from me. Full of them, you know. I don't think I'll scout this turn because, like, my cards are really good down there. I could take a hostelry in 3 horses, which would be pretty nice. Hostelry in 3 horses. Does that make sense? Next turn I get, like, lots of stuff. Or I can just take a 5, take another 5, take another 5. No, I think it's actually pretty good. Not that I really ever need to play a terminal, though, is the thing. But 3 horses, is that better than just getting a 5? I don't think it can be. I don't know. I don't think it can be. Also, all my stockpiles are going to be gone, so crown doesn't look so good anymore. Let's take it, though. Let's take a crown. And end buys. We don't get to our sanctuary, but I don't know. Ugh, maybe... Hard to know there. Stockpile for Grand Market. Or I can do stockpile for like Crown Sanctuary. Like all three of them for Crown Sanctuary. It's probably just 2 for the Grand Market. Yeah, that's fine. They still haven't. They're less. Okay, I'm still more thin than them. Now we're just evened up. But I get to crown mine this turn, which is nice. Or I can crown something else. I don't know. I really need to get this stuff exiled. And it digs me further into my deck, so I feel like it's better to do that. Yeah. Let's not be silly here. Here we go. Let's see, how many is that in exile? 4 for me, so I should be able to get another Grand Market. Let's take another Crown. Well, maybe I am not able to get another Grand Market. Oops. Is Grobber going to be any good? I think that is the question. Yeah, our question now is, do we play the stockpile? Don't think it really does anything for us. Except like prevent us from ever hitting Grand Market again. I think it's Sanctuary. Let's get super thin now. Yeah, because their deck has more Grand Markets, but is not nearly as thin. Well, it wasn't nearly as thin. Now it's almost as thin. And having Crowns is going to be almost as good as having Grand Markets. So, yeah, that's a bit sad. But I think I have another thing lined up, so that's good. Yep, we're going to take another Grand Market here and buys. And I need to. Okay, so I can get to a Grand Market. That's a little sad. The Crown is there. That's okay. It's okay. Take another one of those. Yeah. Okay. Now we're really thin, and we can start. We're gonna be able to start like getting extra stuff along with our Grand Markets, like silvers, crowns. That should be good. We're just a little bit ahead in that thinning department. I don't really know if it matters, but that's, where we are. Okay, play this like this. Exile. Definitely playing this like this. And then going here. Does 9 seem significantly better than 8? Like, is a lighthouse... Well, I'll get to run that stuff next turn. No, right? We're definitely going to get to do this stuff next turn. So, It needs to be that, I think. Grand Market. Silver. Yeah. We might even be able to pile. Do we have, how many do we have? We have 4 Grand Markets. You know, 6 Grand Markets and then a silver. Silver, copper. If we were to crown every Grand Market, I think we could end that. We could end that way. Take all the estates. So we gotta keep an eye on that. It's on for like estates and provinces now. No more Grand Markets. They can't lower anymore. But also, I probably wasn't supposed to take Grand Market there. I don't know. Grobber also is probably better. The best thing to get that's not a province now, because it can gain me provinces. Or it can gain Grand Markets. They have the estate pile out. That's kind of the issue. But oh yeah, I can only crown so many, right? I only have 2 crowns, so yeah. That might be a little. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those situations where I can't really follow because, like, it just basically lowers too much. And yet, so my payload's always going to be worse than theirs. That's needed. And then that, I can't crown this one. So that's definitely what I want to do. And then, is there anything cheeky I could do? Basically, I can double province. And then next turn I can't, but we won't tell them that. Let's see. Is that any better? Like, is province? Is that any better than like province and another crown? Because I single, they double, I double. I think it's province crown for me. Because I don't think that I can really afford to not do that. Now I have 4, 4, 4, 12, 16, no matter, like, even playing both sanctuaries, which is great. I can just constantly double. They're not clean, though. They're not clean. So I'm just going to green out. They didn't get to, yeah, they're actually not getting clean, which is, I mean, it's quite fortunate. I feel like they've had time, and like they bottom decked their Sanctuary and then drew this Sanctuary without a copper. So, I mean, am I getting bailed out by that draw slightly? But we'll see. A lot of game left to play. A lot of game left to play. They take a province. They take 2 provinces. They're going to choke under that. My deck's going to be better or like the same. My deck is doing just fine, I would say. Now, doubling is not something I can necessarily do every turn, but I only do it twice. And I have it pretty much guaranteed this turn. We'll see. We can Duchy Dance pretty well. Well, they might have a slight advantage there because they have... Well, we're pretty even. They just have 1 more crown than I do. Which is a big bummer, but... what can you do? That's first player for you. They drew the crown. Yeah. I just think they might choke. They have too many stop cards. So, yeah, that's nice. Nice. Okay, here we go. Okay, where's that other crown? Silly guy. Exile that. Crown that. Like, neither of us can triple, though. So, I think I'm fine. Like, they're not going to double. If they single, then I should be able to get away with, like, triple Duchy. And they don't double again. I don't know. That's a pretty good draw. But they have too many stop cards. I don't think they can actually draw a deck. I'm looking okay. I'm looking solid to double right now. I need to draw another Grand Market. Oh yeah, I guess I can crown a silver if that happens. But don't know if crown's on the bottom. That could happen. Yeah. I think maybe. Well, yeah. I think I would be able to do that just barely by 1 card. I should be able to draw that. Maybe even more. I don't know. Yeah, 50-50. Okay. Oh, well. Let's just see what they do here. They probably have to take a lot of green. They didn't get through much. Like, I don't know. They didn't. Yeah, they take 3 duchies. They're not going to deal with them as well. Thing is that I could take a Grave Robber. Like, if I, like, draw this turn, I could take, like, Grave Robber Duchy. And I think that wins. Like, that's pretty consistent, pretty high chances to win. Well, like, Grave Robber Crown. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, 3 duchies. They didn't scout because it would have left some junk on top. So, okay. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. If I draw the province, it's pretty bad. I think I have to do this. All right, well, I made the right call. I mean, it was a very safe call and it ended up being the right call. I don't know. Whatever you want to say about that. But I'm not hitting double province this turn. So they're now ahead, but their deck is choking a bit. I can take 3 duchies as well. I could take province duchy. Basically, if they take double province next turn, am I just screwed? Either way. 36. So if I get 24, I feel like Duchy Grave Robber is the safest thing. It does require me to draw things pretty nicely. Oh, I could take Duchy Grave Robber Crown to make things a little smoother. That actually would be pretty nice. Because, okay, then if they take double province, I can, they'll be at 36. Well, I can cause a tie too, right? So okay, 36, I'll be at 24. I can take a province, 2 duchies, and an estate. Or province triple duchy. That's pretty bad. That no crowns to go with our grand markets is pretty bad. We're gonna have to play a sanctuary, I think. There's 4 crowns in there. I'm 50-50 to draw a crown. Should be okay. That's nice, but they're not doing much this turn, I don't think. I mean, they've got to have stop cards in there. Do they have Crown Sanctuary again? No, they don't. Crown Copper. Okay, gotcha. Just take a duchy. They have fairly good deck down there. 2 duchies, though, and the silver. So I'm going to play this. I do draw a crown. Don't exile. No. We're going to do that. This is a pretty bad draw. Our crown. Actually, this wins? No. Yeah, this is not a bad draw. This is a winning draw. Right? Okay. And then end actions. Crown this. Take the provinces. End buys. Okay. All right, that second sanctuary paid off. All right, this has been Sweet John 33, and thanks for watching.